everybody, Donna McElvaney here, bringing you another video on healthy cooking, healthy eating. And this time we're going to do some grab-and-go snacks. I don't know if you've seen this store, they're called Lara Bars, but my husband has found a way, he's looked up some recipes for them to make them from scratch, to make them from home. They're kind of pricey, so he was able to find some recipes for them, and they're pretty awesome. So I'm going to turn it over to him.
Welcome back. Yeah, these Lara Bars, they're great product. But if you were like us, they were just out of our budget, especially with Donna being injured and no longer working. They were just not an option. But we're always looking for things that we can grab and go, which are very hard on this type of diet. So here's one option that I did find. You can Google, homemade Lara Bars. You can find a ton of different recipes. They're not complicated, very few ingredients, very simple to do. So this one is cherries and dates. I use dried cherries and pitted dates. These are not very expensive, very easy to find. And you'll want to soak them for a little while. About 5 or 10 minutes is all it takes to soak. I've got a cup of cherries in there and a 1/4 cup of dates. Let those soak, warm water, like I said, about 5 or 10 minutes. Then you drain them off. And transfer them to some paper towels. So you can see they've started to plump up a little bit.
Is that like a stem, or is that just part of a
That's
date?
a piece of a date right there.
Okay.
So, these are dried up now, or I mean, not dried up. That's the whole point of putting them in water. And we're going to just press them dry a little bit so that we get that extra moisture out. Now, I have tried this with other fruits. I've tried it with dried apples, and that did not go so well. I think the apples just soak up so much water that the end product was not a very, very good texture.
Now you said a 1/4 cup of dates. I noticed there's not very many dates.
There's not very many dates. They're bigger than a cherry, but that is about a 1/4 of a cup. Okay. And then a cup of the dried cherries.
Okay.
So over here we've got our it's a small food processor. It's not very large. In this case, it doesn't really need to be. There's no reason to spend a lot of money on a large food processor. If I think I probably even found this one at like a Goodwill or something along those lines.
Probably so, because it's Cuisinart, which is a good brand.
You don't have to spend a lot of money on these things. All right, the next part is some whole natural almonds.
Do you not soak the almonds?
You don't soak the almonds.
Okay.
No, you don't soak the almonds. It's 1 cup of almonds. So they're, they've not been salted, they've not been roasted, all that sort of thing. So I'm going to put these in here. Now this part is going to be really loud. So if you want to hit mute on your device, I'll give you a thumbs up when I'm done with all the racket, and then you'll know to take it off mute. So we'll go ahead and make some noise.
That was fun.
All right, so we're done making noise for a few minutes. Okay.
Didn't take long at all, right?
If you look in there, it's it's broken down pretty good. We don't want it to turn into butter. So we don't want to go that long, but we want it, pretty well chopped up. Okay?
Yeah, that's 1 cup.
That's 1 cup. So the next step is to transfer your fruit in.
Cherries and dates and almonds.
Just like that. And, another couple ingredients. Some ground cinnamon. You don't need a lot of this. You don't want it to just be a total cinnamon flavor. So I only use like 1/4 of a teaspoon or so. and about a quarter teaspoon of salt. That's it. That's the ingredient list. So we're gonna make some more noise. This you'll want to process until the fruit's broken down. You'll see it start to clump up in there, and you know, you may have to go in with a spoon and, you know, mix it around a little bit in there just to get it all evenly distributed, because it does get very thick. So we're gonna make some noise. I'll give you a thumbs up when we're done. So you can see that some of the cherries on top don't. You can see that some of the cherries on top don't necessarily get all the way incorporated in. So you kind of gotta get them down in there. And we'll go again.
It's mixing really good in the bottom, but it's not really mixing towards the top.
That won't make that big a deal at the end product.
Okay.
All right, so here's a thumbs up. I'm done making noise for now. All right, the next step is to get these formed into your bars. I've got a loaf pan. I put some plastic wrap in there and smeared just a little bit of olive oil. A little bit of olive oil in the bottom. So just simply dump this in. It doesn't have to be pretty.
It's not gonna be pretty. It smells really good though.
Sticky mess. Okay. To form it in the last little bit, I take some more plastic wrap and we're going to put on there, what's this plate, just a smidge of extra virgin olive oil, just to keep everything from sticking together. Just kind of spread that around a little bit. And then, so we'll turn it over so that the oil is facing the bars. And you'll want to press this into, mold it into the bottom of that pan. Move everything around, get it in there good. It's still pretty warm from the hot water that you use to soften the dried fruit. So, you know, it does move around. It's very sticky.
I'm pretty sure too that you can use coconut oil on that as well if you don't want to use olive oil. Either oil, I think, will be fine. But you also want to get plenty of olive oil in your diet. So that even though that's just a little bit, it still helps. But you also want to get plenty of coconut oil too, because they're both good for you.
All right, so this goes in the refrigerator for about an hour or so, just to, you know, get all that heat out of that from soaking the fruit. And luckily I did one of these about an hour ago, so I've got some ready.
Here it comes.
So here's one I did about an hour ago. They've cooled off. It's much firmer now, much firmer. I just removed the top layer, and if I can do it nicely, it should just come right on out of there onto my plate. Ta-da! And then peel off the bottom layer. And that is the end product. Now to get it into the right shape, you can use any old knife. I like to cut this size into about 8 bars. You can see I didn't do a great job pressing it in the pan. That's okay. It's very dense. And now that it's cooled off, it's not as sticky as it, it doesn't.
Oh, plus you still have oil on your hands too. Makes it less sticky too.
And that little dude there is going to be for us to eat right now.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Storing these, I just take a little saran wrap.
They are super, super yummy.
Storing these, I just take a little saran wrap them up, and they are good to go. They're ready to run out the door with. If you're running late for work or school, you can grab one of these. They're surprisingly filling. They're really dense in your belly. So, hope that helps give you an idea of some quick to-go treats. And hope these videos are helping.
Yep. Awesome, guys. Thanks for watching, and if you subscribe, then all of our new videos that come out, you guys will get notifications of those. And so keep watching for some more great healthy meals and happy healthy eating. And God bless you guys, and hope this helps in your journey too.